I have to say, I was already in pretty high spirits at the prospect of seeing the set of a Hollywood movie, and I navigated the immensely complicated walkways and escalators to the Bellagio Hotel opposite Caesar's Palace and made my way to the casino. It dawned on me that I had no idea where to go. It's such a huge complex. So, I made my way to the main casino. I needn't have worried. The filming of this movie had taken over a large part of the casino floor, and what would normally be filled with hopeful gamblers at slot machines was now a roped-off film set, with a huge standing audience of 10 people deep. Gingerly, I pushed my way through the crowd, apologising in my best English accent, with the words, "Excuse me," and "I'm so sorry, can I just... thank you," all the while squeezing through the throng. Eventually, I got to the rope, which didn't seem to offer much in the way of security. But everybody was respectful enough to realise this was a definite line of demarcation. Thankfully, very close to my vantage point, I spotted an eager, spectacled and intelligent-looking young woman carrying a clipboard who was clearly meant to be on the other side of the rope. I called her over, again in my best English accent, and tried to whisper to her that I was a guest of Jerry Weintraub, and could I please be taken to him. She looked at me as if I had bad breath. But at least she did take my name. 2 minutes later, she returned and asked me to follow her, and, within a matter of seconds, I was sitting next to Jerry Weintraub, the producer of Ocean's 11, on the film set. It was exhilarating. I had to remind him who I was, because although he had managed the Moody Blues, I was not playing with them at that time, and he had only met me for 15 minutes the previous night. I could see this was a guy with a lot on his plate. Once he had remembered who I was charm itself, and started to describe to me what they were about to film, which was a scene where Brad Pitt walks across the casino floor and a fight breaks out. As Jerry was explaining this to me, Brad Pitt walked over. They embraced like two long-lost friends, and I was beginning to feel decidedly out of place. After what seemed like a very short conversation between the two of them, the shooting of the scene began. Jerry was watching the action on a small TV screen where he and I were sitting, and the director shouted, "Action!" Brad Pitt walked across the set as directed, with the sort of confidence and authority most people dream of, looking every bit the Hollywood film star. And all mayhem broke loose with the actors on set, as planned. I was amazed that the hundreds of people standing behind the rope just a few feet away were deathly silent during the take. A true mark of respect, I thought. Then, Brad Pitt turned round and walked back to where Jerry and I were sitting. There was a chair just to the right of me, and Brad sat in it. Jerry briefly introduced me, and Brad, who was now sitting no more than 6 inches away, said, "Hello." So there I was, Jerry Weintraub sitting on my left, and Brad Pitt sitting on my right, on the set of Ocean's 11. Things like this happen when you tour with the Moody Blues. Things so out of the ordinary that I find I have to issue a good pinch to my person just to make sure I'm truly there.